Okay, we're going to work on some cursive today because the last chapter I did in the Hebrew text, it started to get more and more into cursive, and I didn't realize the depth that they would be using the cursive. I really didn't want to add that because I thought it would just be more complex. So I thought, okay, well, I'll put a video out here with some cursive practice, kind of help people that are, looking at these videos. And so in terms of writing, cursive is used pretty heavily just for like handwriting in Hebrew. Of course, everything you see in a sign and in a book is block script, generally. But like for personal correspondence, they use cursive. Probably in like iPhone text back and forth, they would still use block script. At least that's how I've seen it. But cursive is being used in this book, and so for us to get further, I thought we could go through some of these exercises together. So the Hebrew cursive alphabet we have, okay, writing by hand. See, unlike English, the letters of the Hebrew cursive alphabet are not connected to each other. Some of the cursive letters are very similar to the print equivalent. For example, here's a block script yod, here's a cursive cough, here's a cursive cough, block script cough, cursive cough, kof, block script, kof, cursive, okay? While others are significantly different, we have zadi. There's a cursive zadi. Here's a gemel. Look at how different that is. That's supposed to be a cursive gemel. Mem, look at that. It looks like a inverted English N. Well, it does look like an actual English N, not inverted. Yeah, okay. So pay attention to the relative size of each letter. Most of the letters are the same size, and they fit between two imaginary lines, the gray line and table 4 below. For example, let's see here. This looks like, for example, I see. They're basically saying you just kind of have to line them up on a line, kind of like that. Others extend over the upper line, for example, over the upper line. Okay, so like you have upper line here and see how they extend up. Okay, in other words, these, if you were to put these two lines here, these ones would fit in between. But some of them, they have little tails that go up above or under the bottom line. For example, stuff like this. If you see the line here, you might see a little tail sticking out here. Okay, so like the imaginary line, like on a sheet of paper. So using online tutorial on the course website to effectively learn how to draw the letters. Oh, so they've got a tutorial there. Well, let's take a look at that real quick. I want to just see what that looks like. Okay, let's see here. There we go, the cursive alphabet. Look at this. Okay. Start. Okay, so what you do here is you take your pen, looks like. Okay, looks like they don't, looks like you just press down on it.
Aleph.
Okay, so there's olive. Look at how that olive looks. Now this is, here's a bet. Uh-oh. Get back to that one. Okay, so that's a bet.
Bet. Gimel.
Mill, okay. Look at the Dalet. Wow. Uh-oh. One of these days I'll figure out how to work this thing. That almost looks like a little pigtail. The Dalet does.
Dalet.
Okay, now that one you could kind of approximate. This is a hay, but look, it's similar. As long as you remember there's two lines there.
Hey.
Okay, this is easy enough. That's a Vav.
Vav.
Okay, Zayin looks almost nothing like the Zayin down here, does it?
Zayin.
Here's Het. Het is close enough. Look at Het.
Het.
Okay, how about Tet? Tet is kind of, I don't know, it's something.
Tet.
It starts from the bottom and goes up. Yod is easy.
Yod.
Okay. Here's Kaf. Look at that. That's easily identifiable.
Kaf.
Look at this Haf Sofit. Looks like some kind of a threshing instrument.
Kaf Sofit.
Lamed. Okay.
Lamed.
Noon.
Mem.
Oh, that's a mem. That's not a noon. Okay.
Mem Sofit.
Mem Sofit.
Nun. Nun Sofit.
Nun Sofit.
Samech.
Samech. Got an ayin, and that's something.
Ayin.
That's a totally different letter. It looks like.
Pei.
Hey. Oh my goodness, look at that. Hey, Sofit.
Pei Sofit.
That looks nothing like a Sadiq.
Tzadi.
That one looks nothing like Zadi Sofit.
Tzadi Sofit.
This is kind of a close approximation of Kof.
Kuf.
I don't know if you could say that's approximation of Resh or not, maybe.
Resh.
Look at that. Nothing like a Sheen.
Shin.
That's similar. That's easily recognizable. That's a Tav.
Tav.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we have Aleph here, and so this would be like Aleph. That's bet, and this is a bet. Gamel, Gamel, okay, Dalet. That little pigtail Dalet. Hey, hey. Okay, Vav, here is Zayin. This is totally foreign. That right there is going to be a tough one. This one here can be done. Het looks very similar. This tet may be in time. Yod is very easy. Hof is easy. This right here, very foreign. Hof Sofit. Lamed. Look at this, very foreign. Lamed. Like, okay, mem. This is very different too. Okay, mem Sofit. Okay, noon. There's a noon Sofit is pretty similar. That's recognizable. The Samic is pretty close. The ayin is nothing like an ayin. Fe. It's almost like reversed on its curves, you know. There's a fe Sofit. Look at that. That looks almost like a musical instrument, or musical, not instrument, but a musical note. Almost like that. Zadik is nothing like that. Zadik. Here's Zadik Sofit. Look at that. Kof is similar. Reish, yeah, similar. Sheen. Look at that. Okay, Tav. All right, so let's see, draw a line, connect the script and the print versions of each word. Okay, so this is Targila 1. So basically, you've got to figure out where this mechar is. Mechar, I think, is, I have my Google Translate with me. Grab that real quick. Okay, so I'm a little disjointed today, guys. Trying to get everything together here. Mahar. Okay, tomorrow.
Mahar.
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 Tomorrow. Okay, so Mahar. All right, so let's figure out. So first we're going to start with a mem. So let's go up here to our mem. What we're looking for is one that looks like this, starts like this. So let's see what we got for candidate. I think we found it right here. In cursive, mahar, meaning tomorrow. Okay, so the next one is chavel. Chavel. Tackle or rig or rigging or cables. These are alternate translations, but also could be too bad. Let's see here.
Hevel.
Hevel. It's also the name of Abel. Okay, so it starts with a het. We've got a het here. So that's easy. We'll look for that there. And I bet you it's this one here. Just as soon as I double check that lamed. Yep. There that is. Okay, so it's hevel right here. And that goes with this. Okay. We have Geshem. Now we got to figure out the gamel. Okay, it looks like a sickle kind of thing. I think it might be this one here. Well, let me just double check here, see, so we don't. Yeah, that's the only one that's got that sickle looking thing in front. Okay, so it's got to be this one here. Geshem. Let's remember that the sheen looks almost like an E. That goes with that. Dode. Geshem. Rain.
Geshem. Geshem.
Geshem.
Geshem.
Geshem is rain. That's that one there. Dur. Dur. Okay, generation.
Do.
Yeah, dur.
Do.
The next one is generation. And that starts with a Dalek. Okay, so see the Dalek looks like this little pigtail thing. So let's look for one of those. This might be it right here. But you know what? Look at the lack of symmetry in this program. Look at the shape here. And then look at the shape here. I think that's the one they want. A lot of that's one thing that I'm questioning. Like this is obviously different. That looks like a 3, and that's probably what this one is. But this right here, this letter is supposed to be this letter, but they look a little different. That looks almost like a little pigtail. And this right here it's not quite the pigtail looking thing, but I think that's what they're going for. That's what they want us to connect to door. Okay, so this one connects to this here. So now we have mahar. I think that means after. Mahar.
Machar.
Tomorrow, yeah. Okay. Okay, so then we're looking for the mem again. That looks, so we got to find one that's got this looks like a straight N. So I bet you it's this one here, not that one. It's this one right here. Mahar. Okay, so you got the looks like an English N, but it's actually in a cursive, it's Hebrew mem. There's the hey or the het and the resh. So this one goes, it connects here. So now we have tsur. Let's see what tsur is. Tsur. Yeah, like rock or flint or fortress.
Su. Su.
Tsur. Yeah, okay, so we're going to be starting out with a Sadiq here. So let's go. Okay, so it's going to look like a 3. And that's going to have a, technically that's a shurik because it's got an U sound. So it's probably this one right here. Sur. Okay, now we have Hatzer. 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 Now, if I can get the pronunciation right,
חצר,
Hatzer.
חצר,
Hatzer, and it means yard. Okay, so that's this one right here, Hatzer, yard. So it's starting out, so we're going to be looking for one that lists, now this het is very similar in how it should look in the, and I think it's going to be this one here, probably, because it depends on the Zadik. Yeah, look at that Zadik, it has like a 3, so it's going to be this one right here. So this is the matching. So we'll try to draw a line over there. Okay, so what about Machel? Machel. Welcome, Brother Emerson. Working on some cursive Hebrew. Since I'm finding that we're using it in this Routledge program, we're using it more and more. Okay, so
מחל,
Mahal.
מחל,
Mahal means forgive, forgave. Mahel, forgave. There it is. Okay, so what we're trying to do is find the cursive equivalent. So the mem here has a cursive equivalent here. It looks like an English N. And then the het on here is very similar. So I think, let me double check the lamed. Yeah, it's going to be this one here. Mahel in cursive in Hebrew. So I'm going to connect these two. They match. Okay, so now we've got, this looks like chaver. That looks like friend. Let's see if that's the correct. Chaver. Yeah, like it's like a company association,
חבר,
like staff organization, member.
חבר,
Okay. Okay, so it starts with the hey. So the hey is very similar. So I think I caught it right here. This is haver in the cursive. So we're going to connect the print with the cursive. There we go. Now, this next one looks like ish. So this is going to be man. It starts with an aleph, and this aleph looks nothing like the block aleph. So let's see what we can find. This might be it right here. I think this is going to be ish in cursive Hebrew. And I'm going to take a line. I'm just going to kind of connect right here. Okay. Now we have gasher. I'm trying to remember what this one is. Gasher. That's not the pronunciation, so I'll put it in manually. Okay, bridge.
גשר,
Gesher.
גשר,
Gesher.
גשר,
Okay, so bridge, and it starts with gemel. So if we look at our gemel here, it looks like a little sickle kind of thing we're looking for. And I think it's going to be this one right here, because that E is actually a sheen. It looks like a reversing E in English, but it's a Hebrew cursive sheen. So gesher, it's going to be this one. And this has to connect. So I'm going to bring this line all the way over here and connect it. Okay, so now we have, this looks like Ra'ash. 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 Okay.
Ra'ash.
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 Ra'ash means noise. Okay, so we have now the resh is pretty similar. Look at this. So it's easy enough to spot. And then the ayin is totally foreign. I don't know, yeah, you know, in the Hebrew cursive to the ayin. So, but at least we've got the resh here. We can figure it out. And I bet you it's going to be this one right here, right there. Ra'ash, noise. And we're going to put a line here between them and connect them. Now we have tov. That means good. So we're looking for the Hebrew cursive equivalent. Now I remember that tet over here, it's got this little character, and it doesn't look a whole lot like the block script, but I bet you it's right here. There it is, tov in Hebrew cursive. Okay, so we're going to connect it now. Okay, so now we have ode. I think ode. Ode.
Oh.
It's not or, it's ode. Okay.
Oud.
Okay, it's not an aleph. One of these days I'll get my spelling right. How about this one? More. Okay, it means more.
Odd. More. Odd.
Okay, more. Okay. So this ayin, totally foreign looking character. But I think it's probably in this dalet. Look at the dalet pigtail. Well, that's got to be this right here. Ode. Now that looks nothing like the block script in Hebrew, does it? But it's a whole nother memory exercise to get these cursive letters in Hebrew learned, because they are using them more and more. And I thought I could get away without adding complexity to an already complex program. But so let's bring this around and connect it to ode. All right, so we should have, just by process of deduction, nahar. Nahar. That's a het.
Nahar.
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 Any of you wives out there that see this video, you know, you could say your husband nahar at night. He snores at night. He's snoring.
Nahar.
How many wives out there might complain about this?
Nahar.
Nahar, snore. Okay. So so then the last one that's left here is nahar. Okay, so there we go. That is Targil 1, connecting block Hebrew script to cursive Hebrew script, using this as a guide. Okay, so let's clear all that out. Move on down here to Targil 2. And I might actually, I think I'm going to leave this for next time, because I have an appointment I have to get to. But I'm going to keep working on this. Yeah, willing. I've done a half hour here, you guys. So at least you guys have that to start working with at home. Here is this chart. You can find this chart yourself and work on these yourself by going to, here it is, RoutLedgeHebrew.com. See that see that there? Okay, and then just go down to the cursive alphabet, and you'll get the, oh, I guess what this does is it takes you to the exercise here. But you could, I guess the only thing you'll be able to do if you don't have the book like I do is just start working on these. Go through this exercise. You have access, everybody has access to that because it's a website. And go through those. And then the next time I get here, we'll go through the book material. We'll go through these Targila 2. And it's a little shorter today because I've got an appointment, but when I can get back on it, I'll get back on it. And but this video will be there for you guys to practice in the meantime. All right, well, thank you for joining today, and I will wish you all shalom, shalom.